All right, so it is September 11th, and due to being in September 11th, we normally would have a video tonight, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and just the time to reflect and think about some stuff, especially with what happened to Charlie Kirk. As what happened there, immediately I knew, and everybody seems to know, that this is different. Something is different. Something is different. And I hear that a lot out there, and I immediately thought that. And immediately thought, as I was watching coverage of it, me and my wife last night, that looked over to her and I said, gosh, I haven't felt this way since September 11th, since 9/11. And a lot of you guys, real young guys, you don't know that feeling because you weren't around or you weren't there. But I mean, that was quite a different feeling. So enough said about that. I thought, wouldn't it be nice, since we're not going to have a regular video tonight, we're going to just postpone stuff. And in your reflection on things and what's going on, or just how you feel about things, wouldn't it be nice to just have the sweet sounds of the CNC machine running and watching something get made? Something that is being built and made, not destroyed. So we're gonna make something. So feel free to watch the video. If not, we have really big news that we were gonna put out tonight, but it just isn't the right time. So we're gonna wait till next Tuesday. And I think, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a Saturday episode coming up that's gonna be totally different. So let's just get involved and start watching this video.
Right. Come in. What? In. Good. All right. Now.
Easy, killer.
All right. There's this really bad spot.
Alrighty, there is one of our facing mills, the block, in there on the drawer devices and our fixture plate. So this is the first ever turning on of a machine to start anything with a block. I have officially been given permission to hit the magic green button. All right, ready? Oh, buddy. You are witnessing history right here in the making. This is a lot of stuff going on here to get to this whole point of just facing this block. I know there's a lot more. I know it's not all that exciting, but to me it is. Dang! They're cutting 200 at a time, looks like. I feel like hitting the windows with the chips. I'll blast all the paint off it. Now he has, Rock here, has run that drill bit. Look at that big bad bugger through, and it sounds terrible. All right. Wonder what that was. That thing bores a hole like nobody's effing business.
There's a problem.
That there's a problem, son. That material's not supposed to be welded to the tool. Alrighty, and now you have the finish roughing piece. So this is going to heat treat. You can see the very thick, super thick material here. You can see the bores aren't all gone all the way through. Don't need to put a head bolt pattern in it. Don't need to do any of that kind of stuff, which is going to allow us to now send this off to heat treat. That is 530 pounds of chips. That is astronomical. Huh. That's amazing. The first block back from heat treat. So this is still rough.
Right. That's the only thing that's finished. Don't hit it with a fork. Huh? Don't touch it with a fork. You're going to scratch it.
Alright, so we're here. So very close to finishing up, and this machine put the block in the other one. I thought you'd get a kick out of this cool looking destruction tool, so to speak. Looks gnarly. And so that tool is going in and cutting the rear main seal and thrust area. So it's kind of neat. I mean, it's just cool machining stuff, and you already just saw, you know, a little demo of the cutting through the main saddle. So the caps are made small. The block is made small. Bolt together, make correct size. Well, to line hole size. Same with the camshaft tunnel. So that's all done. So we were getting really close, but I thought you might like to see how this thing all goes in with this. What do you call that cutter?
That's the saw tool.
Saw. Sounds sick. Okay, let's throw that up real quick. Okay, so this thing's gonna be cutting a circle basically. You'll see it in there working. Oh, it's actually cutting. It looks like it's cutting thrust side right now, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
The near side.
Yeah. Just making little circles. Of course, you have to turn the coolant on after it starts cutting. Is it going to cut on this? Yeah. It'll start cutting here at some point in time. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead. Oh, I think it's done. You're done? Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Alright. So let's cut that back face of the thrust bearing. And so you know, you must go in with a different tool, the chamfer. So it's not chamfered yet, so you see that there's chamfer on the block side, no chamfer at all on the cap side. And it'll all blend into it correct. So we'll get to look at it as soon as it's all done. So this is that chamfer tool. It is the kind of sharp that you accidentally cut yourself on all the time. So I'm not going to fudge around with it too much. But the that's pretty cool, gnarly looking. It'll just go like that and make that chamfer. So that's a 90 degree. Yep. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So, now you can see it quite a bit more clearly. We'll go in here and run the chamfer. The chamfer. It reminds me of something. I don't know. Well, it don't matter. So we're gonna go in and we'll see that cut real quick. It's actually all done, but we'll show you exactly how I did it. So it must have gone, and you must have plunged it in, put it on the inside, and then cut the other side of it, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
This whole side's are chamfered.
Yeah. So you already cut it, so you can run it without coolant, so you can kind of see how that all works. Because the tool is pretty cool. Let me grab this real quick.
3, 2, 1.
Right in the very center of the door. You can't ever see the freaking tool.
Yep.
Make the doors offset.
Yep.
One bigger.
Yeah, that's what they should have. An offset. That makes sense. Scary retracting tools. Tools retracting are scary. But all right, so this thing is ready to come out. Right? No, fudge, no. Heck no.
Close. Very, very close.
Okay. So we got more left to do to it.
We need to mill the dowel locations for the belt housing,
Yeah.
and then undercut the cam tunnel.
Oh, yeah. The real fun stuff. Yes, so dowel pan, that doesn't really matter, that's no big deal, but the undercutting the cam tunnel is
I'll show you. It's going to be interesting.
yeah, because you got a tool that's out to diameter, so you just have to run the tool in, offset, and then
just did the floor.
oh really?
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's going to go into the cam tunnel. Because they need clearance for the cam tunnel for the cam bearings. Otherwise, you're pushing the cam bearings all the way through the same size journal, which is really hard to do and not very practical. And also, we need that clearance. What else do we need that clearance for?
That's about it.
Nothing really, but I need that clearance so it makes cam bearings and everything better. And we're trying to keep that actual dimension minimum. So it leaves us more material at the bottom of the sleeve. It's a whole long story. I'll show you when it comes out of the machine. So anyway, so it's going to go inside the cam tunnel, like freaking this far or whatever. And it's going to have to be circular interpolating. The tool is, you get the idea. It's sitting there like this, and the tool is cutting inside. So just like it did on that tool, except it's basically going to do it inside a tunnel. So that'll be pretty neat. So we're going to do that. Dowel pin holes, which is nothing.
That's it. We're going to put the crank in it next and check thrust. Make sure that's all good. Reset thrust clearances.
All right, you gotta throw a bearing in it because
Yeah,
if
bearing
it's
it.
3,000 small, it's gonna be hard to not gonna be able to bolt it out.
Yeah, we're just gonna try the top. Verify.
Okay.
It's not completely wrong.
Yep. If it's completely wrong, it's a really big deal. At this point in the game, but it's not wrong. It should be right. So we are very close to finally getting this thing out of this machine. Once this thing comes out of this machine, those other 3 blocks of material are going in it. And it's just gonna sit here and make hundreds of pounds of chips. Hundreds of pounds of chips. Yeah, Brock's freaking out. But it's hundreds of pounds of chips. Brock's gonna put it all into one program. So I will come over here and go, and hit the green button and walk away, and then crap happens. Yeah. Focusing on Joe.
I'm
Joe don't care.
I'm
He's on
doing.
camera.
Somebody is. You can surveillance. You can hand it to me. Careful, slippery.
That would suck to slip and fall with this thing in your knee.
You just love showing people how strong you are, huh?
This one doesn't weigh 100 pounds, I promise. Now that is really located. They're located on the studs, and it's a nice tight fit in the block, which is really good.
You're gonna want to. Light legs.
Up. Up. All right, park it.
All right, now you've seen how we done everything. The block's sitting up here. Now this block is gonna go into the big centroid after we do a final line hone and final line hone on the cam tunnel. So the cam tunnel and main tunnel are perfect. They're in line and square with each other, and square the world. So now we'll put it over in the centroid machine, because that machine is only indicates off of the crankshaft, camshaft, and everything is rotating, and we don't have to do any 5-axis work over there per se, but will be very good to do final bores, head bolt holes, lifter locations, and actually I think that's it. Basically just finishes off the top stuff that would want to be perfect off of the camshaft, crankshaft center line. So that's why it's going to go over there. Now, just to keep you guys in mind, everybody asks how many hours you have in this thing. This is ironic because today, the very first video we put out on this thing was almost exactly 2 months to 1 day. 1 day away from being 2 months to get it to this spot, from getting this block of material to this block. What we're doing is, this is not as easy as you think. Even though this has been made before, we're making it now. We have to wrap our heads around it. We have to make sure that everything's all good to go. Now this block is in the machine because it's going to be starting to get cut. Because every program, every hole, everything has to be quantified, make sure that it is in the right spot, that it is getting machined correctly, that we're not going to screw something up. It just takes a lot to go through this whole thing. And it's still not done. This is the first one that we have been making. Okay? After we make this one, we're hoping to make this much quicker. I figure, all things said and done, it is going to be probably around 60 plus hours per block to finish a block. Now that's 60 plus hours of labor, $3,500 worth of material. These main studs right here cost me $82 a piece. The head studs cost me over $45 a piece. There is approximately, and the sleeves cost me $200 a piece. Okay, so that's 16, 15, there is roughly, all things said and done with material, studs, caps that we make here, sleeves, head studs, a finished assembled block I have well into. This is not included labor. This is just material costs, well over $7,000 in material. Just material. Okay, so then you got to figure out where you're going to pay for 60 hours worth of labor plus, and machines and all this other stuff. So that is why these things are expensive. That's why they're worth it. You can't cast something like this. No, you can. There is not the technology yet to cast something like this. So anyways, I'm getting really excited. I keep saying that, but it is getting closer and closer, and we're going to be at least cutting on block number 2. So that's cool. And as we're finishing up the final processes on block number 1, and we'll serial number it in here somewhere. Maybe we'll have to do it SME1, or I don't know. I'll figure out some kind of good number for the first one that we built here. We've been making the heads already, but the first one that we built. But just give you guys all sorts of good information. Remember, like, subscribe. Make sure you didn't get unsubscribed. I find that out all the time. Leave comments. I want to see your comments. It'll help rise up the algorithm and helps get this up. And share it. Share it to everybody you see. Say, hey man, check this out. It's really cool. I appreciate all of you. I'm Steve Morris. Have a great day. Well, that's not good at all. There you go. In. Down. £798, and I figure that pallet weighs. What do you think that pallet weighs? Probably 20 pounds.
20 or 30 pounds.
I bet not that one. That one's pretty light. That one's light fine. 20.
Yeah, we're just gonna figure 20 pounds. So 778 pounds. All right, pick that thing up off of there.
Hmm.